All right. Arsenal is hosting Everton tomorrow at the Emirates. Big game happening, and obviously it's really going to be one of the hardest games that will ever come across in here. Because the Everton you're talking about is not the Everton of the yesteryears. The Everton of David Moyes is a little bit different because before he came in through, they are fighting for relegation. But look, as we speak right now, Everton is 8th on the Premier League table and they've collected 43 points. Arsenal is first on the Premier League table and they've gone ahead to collect 67 points, meaning that a win for Arsenal tomorrow will skyrocket them to 70 points, meaning that they will be obviously doing the needful and obviously pushing to see to it that all really goes on well as planned. Arsenal has gone ahead to score 59 goals. Everton has gone ahead to score 34 goals. 22 goals have been conceded by Arsenal, and Everton has gone ahead to concede 33. 305 shots by Arsenal, 147 have been on target, 158 have been off target, 125 shots have been blocked by the opponents that Arsenal has played so far. When we go to Everton, they've gone ahead to score 221 goals, 99 shots on target, 122 shots off target, 100 shots have been blocked by the opponents that Everton have gone ahead to play. Now, Arsenal averages a passing accuracy of 84.18% per game, and Everton averages a passing accuracy of 79.81% per game. Arsenal has gained 9 points from losing position, and Everton has obviously gone ahead to gain 8 points from losing positions. Now, Arsenal has dropped 9 positions, has dropped 9 points from winning position, and obviously Everton has gone ahead to do the same. They've also dropped 9 from winning positions. Previous games, obviously, in the Premier League, Arsenal went ahead and played away at Brighton and beat them by 1-0, and Everton hosted a team known as Burnley, and they beat Brighton by 2-0. By the way, Everton has taken some longer without playing because they last played the other week when they were obviously reddening up for a break because they were not into the FA Cup. And to get the dates right, when did Everton last play? Everton last played on the 3rd of March, meaning that if they are playing tomorrow on the 14th, that means they've gone ahead to obviously spend close to 10 days without kicking a ball. That is it for the club of Everton, coming in here at a very good time for the club of Arsenal in there for you. So, Arsenal will come into this encounter knowing that they are playing ahead of Man City. If Arsenal wins the game, they got 10 points clear, and that is the importance of this game, and pressure won't pile on them a lot. But the likes of Man City, obviously they have to feel the pressure because they came away at Madrid after losing 3-0, and now they come in here to see what they'll obviously put out in here. So we wait and see how that will obviously cook out at the side of Man City. Now, Arsenal and Everton have gone ahead to play 214 games. Arsenal has gone ahead to win 108. Everton has gone ahead to win 61. 45 draws are the ones registered in this particular encounter. When you look at Everton, the last fixture, Arsenal went ahead and beat Everton by 1-0. Last season at the Emirates, last season away, Arsenal drew 1-1, and at the Emirates, they drew 0-0. So that's how Everton fared out with Arsenal that season. You understand? And that is... So, after that, we obviously head to the team news. The manager of Arsenal has come up and obviously told us that no fresh injury and no fresh recoveries. But the players that are optimistic to obviously show up, Trossard, Carafiori, and Odegaard. Those two might obviously come in through. But Ricardo Carafiori and Benjamin White are back, you get. and they made it to the bench when Arsenal is playing against when they're playing against Bayern Leverkusen. So we wait to see. Mikel Merino is out, but the rest of the players are really available. When we go to Everton, with 11 days, not playing after beating Burnley, they'll be missing Jack Grealish, who's having a foot injury. Coleman, he's having a knock. Carlos Alcaraz, unspecified injury. And no other fresh injuries have gone here to coming through from Everton. So that makes it a day for the guy, David Moyes, to obviously almost have a 90% full squad to obviously come up and really do the needful. Now we go to the match, probable starting 11 for the club of Arsenal. In a system of 4-3-3. That is it. In a system of 4-3-3. Right? So, we get to the starting goalkeeper. It's going to be David Raya. No doubt about him. He's really the first choice goalkeeper for the side of Arsenal, right? And he really looked good when they're playing against Bayern Leverkusen and really made a couple of good saves. Even when they're playing against Brighton, he came to the rescue of Arsenal several times, because what Arsenal did in that game was to only come up and obviously score the goal. But beyond that, Arsenal never obviously came up to represent. Right back, I see Timber coming in through to obviously play, in there. It will depend on the fitness of Benjamin White, but they have to play Benjamin White sparingly. Why play him sparingly? Because ever since went ahead to get that knee injury, he hasn't been that player as he was. That's why Arsenal are looking out for options of right backs in the coming summer transfer window. Left back, gonna be Hinkapie, coming in and representing. All else, the manager might obviously deploy a Ricardo Carafiori, as Hinkapie will be needed a lot when they're playing against Bayern Leverkusen, as he knows these players hugely, because he was playing there. Right, playing on the right side of the three-man central defense, we'll talk about William Saliba. Left side, it's going to be Gabriel Magalhaes in there. So, getting to the midfield, obviously, Martin Zubimendi in there as a CDM, coming through alongside Declan Rice as a number 8 box-to-box midfielder. And the number 10 position, I think Ebelechi Eze will maintain his position in there for you to obviously come in through and really start. Right forward, it's really going to be the one and only Bukayo Saka. Right? After Bukayo Saka, we go to the left forward. Though Noni Madueke came out and obviously played very well, I think the manager will be like, if I bench Saka and I start Noni Madueke, I will obviously kill off the motivation of Saka. That is it. But if at all I was Mikel Arteta, that's what I would have gone here to do, because that will work as a waking up call to Bukayo Saka. But if you really let him really start, even though he's really playing badly, and you let him start every game, then he's like, after all, even if I don't really show up, I'll really perform. Because Saka has not been, this season, Saka has been banger average. That is it. He has been banger average. Left forward, with Trossard expected to return back, I think I get in Gabriel Martinelli, to obviously do the needful, and leading the line will be Victor Gyökeres. So that is my probable starting 11 for the side of Arsenal as they take on a team known as Everton, that is at the stadium known as the Emirates Stadium. For Everton, expect Pickford, O'Brien, Tarkowski, Braithwaite and Mikalenko back 4, Ghana, Gueye and McNeil, midfield 3, Dozo Hall and Yaya and Barre to obviously coming through and lead the line. And they really have a very threatful attack. So, for your own information, it's really gonna be going down well in there for you. So, from there, we obviously have the match facts that you all need to know. Arsenal are unbeaten in the last 6 Premier League games against Everton. 4 wins, 2 draws, having lost 4 of their previous 5 against them. So you've had it well. Arsenal are unbeaten in their last 6 Premier League games against Everton. 4 wins and 2 draws. Now, Arsenal has an edge if you put that into consideration, and it plays into their favor come the day we are talking about, and that is tomorrow. Then Everton have won just one of their last 29 away league games against Arsenal, 5 draws. They've lost 23, picking up 1-0 win in April 2021. That's when they last picked up a weekend against Arsenal. So they know exactly what it happens at the Emirates. Arsenal have lost just one of their last 15 games. 10 draws, 4 draws, going down 3-2 against Man United in January. Now, that's when Arsenal was last beaten, and it's Man United that beat them 3-2. That was way back in January. So we here wait and see how things pan out in there. But they really have one loss in like 15 games. Only Arsenal 9 have won more Premier League games, away games, has won more Premier League away games this season than Everton 7. The Toffees have won 4 of their last 5 league games on the road and could win 3 in a row for the first time since December 2023, a run of 4. That is what we're having in here as another match fact. The other match fact states that Everton won 3-2 against Newcastle and 2-0 against Burnley in their last 2 league games. They last won 3 in a row in May 2025, while they last did so while scoring 2+ goals each time in December 2023. That is it, and it's favoring Everton this time around. So will they obviously show up and obviously put that to a stop or to a continuation? We wait and see by the time the referee blows the 90th minute whistle. Arsenal have suffered more set-piece goals than any other side in the Premier League this season, 24 including penalties, 21 excluding. However, no team has shipped fewer goals from set-piece situations than Everton, 8 including penalties and 6 excluding. So, a team that has gone ahead to score more set pieces in this league and have gone ahead obviously concede more from set pieces, right, is facing a team that has conceded or shipped in the least number of goals in set pieces. That is Everton. So, will Arsenal outclass Everton? You get? We wait and see. Arsenal have overperformed their expected goals more than any other side in the Premier League this season. 9, netting 59 goals from an XG of 50. However, at the other end, Everton have overperformed the expected goals against more than any other side this term. 8.4, conceding just 33 from an XG of 41.4. Good start for them. Everton boss David Moyes has won just one of his 20 Premier League away games against Arsenal, 4 draws, 15 losses, though it was a 2-0 win with West Ham on his last visit to the Emirates in December 2023. That is it. So, that is Everton boss for you. Only Bruno Guimaraes, 92, and Dominic Szoboszlai, 56, have created more chances than Arsenal's Declan Rice in the Premier League this season. That is it. And we have Everton's Jordan Pickford has conceded 498 goals in 353 Premier League appearances and could become the 9th goalkeeper to ship 500 in the competition. If he does so in this game, only Paul Robinson 338 and Ben Foster 353 will have reached 500 in fewer matches. That is it, coming in through from a side known as Everton. And after doing all that, what we go on to? We get on to what we call my prediction. 2-1 win for the club of Arsenal. That is it. 2-1 win for the club of Arsenal. I don't think that Arsenal will go gung-ho against a team known as Everton, because I really believe that it will call in for something more, because Everton is known a team that is really unusual, because they do have threats from players like like Ndiaye. Ndiaye is a very good player that has gone ahead to obviously outsmart almost every defender he has gone ahead to obviously face. And that means either Ricardo Carafiori or Hincapie, who will be played as the left back for Arsenal, needs to be at the best of his best to really stop this guy, because he is the vault through which Everton's attacks obviously come to materialization. With his combination with players like Dozobri Hall in there, Grealish really got an injuries out, but those three had obviously gone ahead to form a very good partnership, and the threats were really on. So guys, your reactions to Arsenal versus Everton are welcome in the comment section below. Rokani David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later. And I'm having another burning story. Don't know whether I'll obviously drop it today or later, but let me see what I can do for you, my mates. Bye-bye. Good night to those going to bed.